Oh my God, it's you. It's you. How you doing, President? How you doing?
Jimmy, how are you? It's an honor to be here talking with you and all your fans.
Oh wow, this is so cool. And people say Joe Biden. I'm like Joe Biden. Like President Joe Biden. You know what I mean?
I know that's me. So- Sometimes I'm even surprised by it. It's shocking. I'm president of the United
So
States and I'm 86. I mean, who would have thought, man?
what's it like being the president?
Well, I tell you, it's taxing. But luckily, I've got a lot of people around me. I got a good team, Jimmy. That's what it's all about. Probably like you do on your television program. I have a great team. People who tell me when I need to take a
Yeah.
nap or when I need to eat something or what it is that I need to say. When I go off, I can't make all these decisions one man can't make all these decisions by themselves. So I've got a great team around me to make that happen.
Wow. It seems effortless.
Oh yeah, no, everything's going smoothly, and of course I've got Kamala
Yeah.
Harris as part of that team as well, and we're all very proud of her. She's doing
Yeah.
fantastic work, and I see her getting on planes a lot, and man, she's
Yeah.
just flying all over. She's just everywhere, man.
Airplanes.
Yeah, and
Airplanes, huh?
yeah,
It's
no, it's great.
flying around on an airplane or something. You know what I mean?
I know it's part of the job. It's part of the job. We gotta, especially as we're gearing up towards the 2024 campaign. We're going to have a grueling schedule for flying around Air Force One and getting our message out to the American people, Jimmy, about, this is about the Biden 2024 campaign is about a bold new beginning for the United States. It's about newness. It's about birth and all the
Oh yeah.
afterbirth that comes with it.
Oh yeah. Afterbirth. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and afterbirth can be messy, but it's necessary. It's part of that process.
You gotta
Yeah.
have it. You gotta have it
Yeah,
afterbirth.
and if you're one of these crunchy broads, you eat it, and
Uh, that's,
that's what we
that's
bring.
hilarious.
That's the message we're going to be spreading.
Wow.
And Jimmy, I can't wait to do it. I can't wait for these 18-hour
Do
days,
what?
and I'm gonna get out. We're gonna go crazy
What do you mean?
campaigning, just flying all over the
Oh yeah.
goddamn
Oh
place.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you love it. You like
Oh
flying?
yeah. No, it's getting out
Oh
and
yeah.
meeting regular Americans. Jimmy, it's the best. It's
Oh
the best part of the job. Talking to
yeah.
salt of the earth people like you.
What do you think the best part of the job is?
I think when I'll be honest with you, it's when they say, okay, it's time for nap number two. That's when I'm like, oh man, nap
Oh
number
wow.
two of the day. It just hits harder than nap number one.
Does it
Do you
does
know
it
what I
hit
mean?
different? Yeah, but does it hit different?
Yeah, it does hit different. Yeah, because it's like when nap number two comes around, I'm going. Nap number one is it's just restless. It's not really, you know, it doesn't really get it done. But then nap number two, REM, deep. I'm having
Wow.
dreams. I'm at school with my underwear on and studied for an exam, or I didn't study for an exam. The exam's there, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, man.
Fuck me,
And
huh?
then, yeah, and then
Yeah.
nap number three is usually a non-event. But these are the best
But
best parts of the day.
but is nap number one is still better than no nap, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not complaining. No, it's
Yeah.
you got to have it. It's a necessary part of the job. Three at least 3 hour naps a day. And
So what's your favorite late night snack in the White House?
well, unfortunately, Jimmy, my handlers they get a pretty they got a pretty tight leash on me as far as health and diet and exercise, not because it's very important to stay healthy. So I can't have my normal sardines and chicken and a biscuit platter that I usually enjoy with a
Oh
nice
wow.
clamato juice. Clamato.
Mm.
I've never known how to say that. Is it clamato or clamato juice?
It depends. It depends if it's itchy downstairs.
Oh, all right. Well, I never thought of it that way. See, that's why it's good to talk to young people
Oh yeah.
because they see things in a different way than us middle-aged people.
How about the iPhone? Incredible, right? I mean, the iPhone, like all the things you can do, an iPhone, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not really
Yeah.
up to date with that sort of technology. Um, I
You don't use an iPhone.
no, I don't. That's one of those small rectangular devices, isn't it? I don't. Jill's got all that stuff, Dr. Jill Stein, my wife, and
Let's
she.
talk about. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the iPhone.
What about stuffed animals? What's your favorite stuffed animal, and what's the one you've had for the longest time?
I don't. I'm not sure, Jimmy. I don't have any stuff down myself, but I got all these grandchildren. I've got one of these wonderful grandchildren, and
Wow.
they love stuffed animals. The girls, I give them to the girls, not the boys, because come on, grow the fuck up with you, your boy. But the girls,
Uh,
and I got one it's a seahorse, and man, you can't take this thing. I don't have the grip strength anymore. Take this thing away from her. She's just, she's really strong, and she loves that fucking seahorse.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, why would
it's
you have to
nice.
take it? Why would you have to take it away from her? You said she's got
Well,
a death grip on it.
just to prove that you can't just have everything you want. Life is cold, and sometimes seahorsey has to go away. But
Wow.
and then my daughter's like, Dad, calm down. Just kind of chill out a little bit with the seahorse. And I'm like, all right, you can raise her however you want, man. But good luck getting her out of the
What's a
house when she's 18. If you're gonna make sure
what?
she's molly coddled. It's one thing I don't like doing is molly coddling. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a sip of water here.
What's a seahorse again? I'm think I'm confusing it with some other horse, like maybe like a Chamalemian or something,
Oh no,
or whatever.
it lives in the water, and it's not really a horse. Uh, but it looks like a horse if a horse had one leg and curled up, which
What? Is,
seems like something that would exist if you think about it.
why do they call it a horse if it's only got one leg?
Well, it just the top part, yeah, the lower half of the seahorse, it's not very horse-like, but that's a testament to how much the upper part does look like a horse, right? So the horse likeness for the upper half of the seahorse is so strong, Jimmy. I tell you, you got to pull up a picture and look at it. It's so strong that it outweighs the weird lower half of the seahorse, which is not like anything that I've ever seen. It's certainly not a fucking horse.
What about a pony?
Well, a pony,
Like, like
that's just a smaller horse, I think, right?
yeah, but you can't. Can you get on them? Like how?
Oh no, they're not. No, they're small, man. They're like that. Well, they range, but yeah, no, you can't ride one. Aquaman rides a huge one, but those, all that's fake.
I think you're thinking of My Little Pony, which I'm talking about a regular pony,
Oh, I
you
was
know?
still talking about seahorses. I thought you were asking about seahorses. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, no, you can't ride. You can ride a pony, but you can't ride a seahorse.
What else is there to know about seahorses?
Uh, it's the men that give birth. Yeah,
Okay.
the men carry the babies, and then and then they shoot them out. And there's a
The
lot of them.
men, the men carry the babies and they shoot them out. There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
else?
yeah. I saw a video of that, and I'm like, it takes you out of the whole thing. I'm like, I don't like these fucking animals anymore, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
don't look at that. Just look at it. Listen, look at a picture of a seahorse, but don't watch the video of the male giving birth, because it's something you can't unsee.
The male giving birth, but it seems like something you'd want to see, because a man giving birth. I don't think I've heard of that before. You know what I mean?
I know that's what I thought too initially. I want to see this, but then you see it. You've seen these videos, and you're like, oh, you know what? Watching that was a mistake. I mean, I understand the curiosity that I had about it initially or previously, but and then you can't unsee it. And
So
I forget
you
a
do.
lot of things, but I didn't forget that, man. You don't forget that, Jeff.
How can you forget it? And what did you see this on YouTube or something?
It was on a computer.
Computer. All right. Wow. So what else is what's up for today? I mean, what are you doing today? I mean, thank you for taking the time to do this.
Well, no, we're trying to get. Well, of course, it's important to talk to important media figures like yourself and get the message across about everything we're trying to accomplish with this administration. But we're getting things done. We are. I don't know if you heard, but we just made a big border deal with Republicans. And that is a big fucking deal. The fact that we do that, we reach across the aisle to the GOP,
Wow.
and just deal with the crisis. And if that involves shutting down asylums, so be it.
Is it hard to be the president?
I think if I weren't so dedicated to the job and helping people in this country and abroad, in other countries as well, I think it would be hard. But man, I wake up every day and I say, I'm the luckiest son of a bitch who ever lived. I get to be president of the greatest country on the face of the earth. And I get to go back to sleep in about an hour and a half. So yeah, no,
Oh
it's
wow.
good.
Yeah. This would be the third one.
No, that would be nap number one.
Oh, it's starting off the day that way. Huh? That's a pretty big gap between naps.
Yeah, but I'm, like I said, with diet and exercise, I'm up for it. And there's a lot of work to be done, Jimmy, and we're getting that work done. Me and my team, and Kamala Harris, we're making sure these things are being accomplished for the American people, because that's who I work for. I don't work for the boss of the president. I work for the American people, Jimmy. America.
And do you feel that the job that you're doing now is what you want to be doing? I mean, if you could do any other job, which one would you pick?
Forest ranger, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
forest ranger.
Oh
Oh my
yeah. I mean,
God.
I like being outside and nobody bothers you, man. You just sort of, except maybe a mischievous bear. But
Oh
yeah, you're up
wow.
there in that forest station, just some binoculars. That just seems, man, that sounds, I might look into that after all this is over. Why not?
Is-
It
You'd be
sounds nice though, doesn't it?
you got to hike all over the place. Are you good with that? Can you like
Oh
move around
yeah,
enough?
man. Oh, I might, I'd have a walking stick. I'm not, 48 anymore.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I definitely, I would enjoy that.
How do you do on gravel?
It's not my favorite.
It moves around a lot.
Gravel's a fickle mistress. And, yeah, I try to avoid. I'm more of a I'm more of a pavement man myself.
But then when you hit the pavement, it's a blow, right?
Well, yeah, it's a trade-off. Yeah, the consequences of falling on pavement are much more severe than they are falling on gravel, or certainly grass. But the chances of falling for me on pavement are less. They're more slim, and than on gravel. So you have to do sort of a calculation, and I'm
R-
avoiding gravel.
Why are you avoiding gravel?
Well, as I said, Jimmy, I made this calculation, and I just decided that was probably the best choice for me to make.
What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Oh, that's well, I'd say currently Crispix. Crispix is it? You know what? It's like Crispix. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you got to soak them. Do you soak them first?
Well, no, 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 no. See, that's the thing. I don't want them soggy, so I have to eat it really quickly, so it doesn't get soggy. But I'll tell you what, Jimmy, and I said this many times, and people know this about me. They know it. Is it my favorite of all time show's been discontinued years ago? It's called Product 19. Do you remember Product 19?
I don't remember that. No.
It was Jimmy was the fucking best cereal that they made because it didn't get soggy. They were
Wow.
cornflakes get soggy immediately. These were similar to cornflakes, but they had a constitution to them that milk could not penetrate, and so you could eat it leisurely. You didn't have to eat your breakfast with this sense of panic that
Wow.
your cereal
Wow.
is going to get it was going to get soggy. So you could just take your time like a civilized human being eating
Yeah,
breakfast.
but do you really need to eat one bowl of cereal all day long? I mean, don't you think that's almost too much of a commitment?
No, I just need one bowl in the morning. I don't understand the question. I'm sorry.
I don't understand the question either. I'm just trying to wing it. I'm just amazed that you're here. I just
Oh
can't
yeah,
believe it. Joe
yeah.
Biden. Wow.
It's a
What?
long time coming, Jimmy. I've been a fan of yours for a long time.
Oh, wow. You don't have to say that. What do you think your legacy is going to be?
I think my legacy is going to be the man who turned this country around from a very dark time, and 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 then handed off the baton to the next generation of democratic leadership, democratic political leadership in this country, and that's going to be a legacy that I'm very proud of.
That's incredible. That's just the most amazing thing in the world.
That and
Is there
my dog that bites everybody. Those two things, I would say.
what's up with the dog? Why
I
is
think
he
it's
why is
hilarious.
he
He also shits in the White House all the time. They don't tell you about that part. Yeah, it's hilarious. And I laugh so hard, and every time they're like, "Mr. President, come, he's shitting again," because I want to go in there and see it because it's so funny. I'm not
no,
I'm not mad at all.
who doesn't want to see some dog shit when
Oh
they get
yeah,
a chance?
and then he bites whoever's coming to clean it up. He's just
Wow.
I forget his name. It's
It's
like
it
Ranger or
that's
some shit.
that's sort of the trap, right? He like takes his shit and then they come pick it up and then he bites their
Yeah,
ankle.
I know he growls. He's like, "Don't pick that up. Don't even think about it, Jack." Yeah, no, I'm proud of him.
Who
He's a good dog.
who's Jack?
Oh no, that's just a way. That's an old timey way of saying things.
Old timey, like the old pianos. Remember the old pianos? The keys would like be popping up and they'd
Oh yeah,
be,
yeah. A player piano plays by
how the
itself. Those
you know,
always spooky.
have you ever seen a player piano in person?
Oh yeah, no. When I was growing up in Delaware, man, we'd see those in kind of honky tonk places
Oh, wow.
and hotels, and it gave me a very unsettling feeling.
Yeah.
Even though I knew that it was phony and it had a mechanism inside of it that made it look like it was playing itself. I still didn't like it. There was something
Yeah,
very vaguely macabre about it.
and you can't play with it, right? You got the player piano playing. You can't play with it, right? I
No,
mean,
no.
can you?
I don't really
Can
know the
you?
policy on that. I never wanted to get close enough to uh, to play it. Also, I can't play piano. I was a sousaphone boy.
What's a sousaphone?
Oh, it's a large brass instrument, Jimmy. Oh, it makes a wonderful sound. It just isn't used anymore, except maybe in military bands.
Uh,
But it's like a tuba you could carry around.
a carry around tuba.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to play a game?
Oh,
you
I
like games?
love games.
You want to play a game?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's play a game. Let's play. I make a sound. You make a sound. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
Quack.
Ah,
Uh, snap. I didn't know if it had to be with your mouth, but I said
that's
is
pretty good.
well, I did it
That's
too.
pretty good. No, that was really good.
Okay.
Hey, you want to play another game?
Man, how many games? How many games
Let,
do you know?
let's play another game.
Hey,
This is another game.
Chuck
I just thought of
Barris
this
over
game.
here. What now?
It's called Blink a Lot.
Okay. Okay. Let's
We
do it.
just blink. We just blink a lot. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Blink a lot. Uh,
Actually, I think I'm just blinking a normal amount right now.
oh, there is no normal amount for blinking, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Is that a medical fact?
that's a medical fact. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to get upset about it. You don't have to worry about how many times you're doing it. Because I used to count my blinks, and it just drove me crazy.
Oh, that sounds like an obsessive compulsive behavior.
What's that cereal you were talking about? What's the name of that cereal again?
Product 19. And
Product
boy, oh
19.
boy, if I could use my presidential powers to get General Mills to crank that puppy back out, I would. But
Uh,
I'm trying to be very parsimonious with executive orders during my administration.
and how is the general?
Oh no, I think that's a. I think the name General Mills just means mills, as in places where they mill flour, but
Mill about?
in a general sense,
Mill
right?
around town?
Right, just
Yep.
generally mills, right?
General Mills leading the army
No,
into
not.
the future.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding.
Ah,
I just making it
you're
up. I'm
just
just making
making
it up.
it. You
I'm
know,
not that dense.
you're a cut up, and I like you. I think we would have got
Oh,
along. You're an Irish American like me, right?
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's why I have a picture of Ireland behind me. I'm very proud Irish American.
Oh, yeah. Ireland is so cool. Oh, incredible. Fantastic.
Yeah, the Emerald
You're talking
Isle.
about what's that?
The Emerald Isle is a nickname. I think you can say. I
Mm,
don't think it's a slur. I think you can still say that one.
Emerald Island. Emerald Island.
Emerald
Am I saying
Isle,
it? Emerald
shorter.
Isle.
Yeah, you don't say the whole thing. Just Isle.
You said cut it up earlier. Have you ever cut up a piece of paper? Like those colored pieces of paper?
Oh yeah. Well, and then made those rings. You make a giant chain. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Glue.
Yeah,
You glue the strips together, and then you have these links.
yeah. And
I remember doing it, and
the nice lady would tell you how to do that.
yeah,
And then
not always nice.
you'd have a nice thing to pour on the Christmas tree. That was
Oh wow,
always that
nothing.
was always a very thoughtful time.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And the colors of the paper are different. Some of the colors of the paper are different than the other ones,
Yeah, you
and then
don't
some
want
of
to
them are the
repeat.
same.
Yeah, you don't want to repeat um, the colors of the links. You want to go. It's very important to have the right. It's like DNA. You have to have the right segments along the chain, or you end up it's retarded or something.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think a lot of things are retarded, And I'm
Oh
saying that
man,
word
I
because
can't. Yeah, don't get me started.
you know, I just said it because you said it because you're the president, so I figured it's okay.
Well, we're just talking by ourselves. We can say whatever we want.
Now I think they're recording this.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, maybe we should. I guess we should stop, maybe or something.
No,
You
I
wanna?
mean that's up to you. I thought you just wanted to have a private.
No, and you know what?
Private. This isn't the private chat. Sir, did you reach out to the private chat service?
I did, I did. It was a public
Oh,
access uh,
I'm just trying to
mistake though
make a little
because I
money
think
on the side. You can't make shit doing any
oh, come
job
on, you're
these
making
days.
money. You're
You
making money
no,
somehow.
even I have to have a side hustle, and
What's your side hustle?
I this. I mean, I can't go directly on Cameo, but you can have like a sort of like a private thing that's not
Yeah,
advertised.
Cameo. I think they have to be short. You know what I mean? Like
I
Cameo,
think
like
that's the idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want it going on forever.
oh wow.
What's your side hustle?
I was well, I don't not much. I mean, I just hanging out. I like go karts. I like remote control cars, and I just I like chocolate coins,
And you make money
and
doing that. That's amazing, man. Good for you.
yeah, yeah,
Good for
yeah.
you.
No, I don't.
This
I
economy
I
sucks, man. We all gotta do something.
well, I also suck on. No, just kidding.
Oh, oh,
No, 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 no. I don't mean it like that. I
that's
mean,
not.
I'm talking about ice cream. Do you like ice cream, Joe?
Oh man, I love it. I used to go to the phosphate shop when I was young and just blue banana splits. You know, I gotta watch it now because not a spring chicken, but boy, I love a good dish of ice cream.
Oh wow. You ever put your
When we go down to Rehoboth Beach in Delaware on vacation,
oh,
that's where I let myself indulge because those beach towns they got the best. Well, you know what I mean. The ice cream, the
oh
ice cream
wow.
shops. You know, go to those beach boardwalk, the
Oh
candy
yeah.
and the ice cream. Man, you can't beat it, Jack. Just pistachio. It's just to the moon, man. It's fantastic.
You ever get a sunburn?
Oh, well, yeah, like I said, I'm Irish, so it comes with the territory. But yeah, I put all Jill makes me put all that goo all over me, But I
Well,
don't like it. I don't like Jimmy. I don't like ointments. I don't like greasy things touching my skin. But she's a doctor. She knows that I need to do that to protect my skin.
well, I want you to protect your everything because we love you and we're counting on you and we need you for the future. So I want you to
Well,
take
thank
care
you,
of yourself.
man. And you take care. I want you to be healthy too.
Uh, I'm doing my best I can, and
You're
a lot
never
of
too
stress
young to
doing the
be
show.
healthy.
Well, I have to say I don't agree with that.
Oh, well, I mean, just make sure what you're doing now doesn't bite you in the ass when you're my age. That's all.
Oh,
That's what it's all. That's it's uh, mm, yeah.
any final thoughts?
Jimmy, my final thoughts. are what I just tweeted, or my team tweeted. Like I said, I'm trying to tackle the big problems in this country, and I just tweeted something that's very important about we need to make sure the airlines in this country, this is my most recent tweet, make it so that you don't have to pay extra for families to sit next to each other. You shouldn't have to pay
Oh,
to sit next to have your child. Jimmy, I can't imagine the fear that a young child would experience being on an airplane and not being able to sit next to their mom or their dad. I mean, it's unconscionable that they would put these tiny children through this. And I'm here to hold the airlines accountable and to say no more because I am out there looking out for children. Is that what
well, thank you.
I think that's
Thank you.
I said the right? Yeah, no. What? So
You,
yeah, that what I said.
I want you to keep flying high because that's what it's all about. I mean,
Yeah.
flying high, really
Yes.
high.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, you don't have a choice. You know, you got to get a plane way up there before you can. You know, it's part of it's baked into the
No,
cake of air travel.
I mean, have a couple drinks before you get up
Oh,
there.
I don't partake there, Jimmy. That's
You
one.
don't drink?
That's one part of my Hibernian heritage that I have eschewed. I'll still
Well,
drink a diet Pepsi. That's
wow.
just
Inc
that's as crazy as it gets for me, my friend.
Diet Pepsi. Wow. With
Yeah.
ice or no ice?
No, I need it. I need it with ice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, we need you with ice. We need you to put your face in an ice bowl and just stay beautiful and
Yeah.
stay wonderful.
Yeah, thanks, man. I feel like $1,000,000.
You look great
I
and
feel
you
like I
you
could
sound great.
take on the world. Which
Take us.
probably I shouldn't say that as president of the United States. But you know what? Why not? Fuck it. I'm gonna take
Well,
on the world.
take on. Remember the song "Take on Me"? That
Take on.
that was "Take on Me, Take on Me." You don't remember that one?
Oh, was that the Carondealettes?
Yeah,
1952 or three, something like that? I think I have. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was "Aha." Okay, I
Oh,
guess we should
did
end
you
this
just
because
remember it?
well, I think
Is
we're
that
gonna
why you
have to.
said aha? It's the
No,
Carondealettes, isn't
no,
it? I was right.
no.
Aha!
I can't tell when you're kidding, because it's.
Oh no, there's just Jimmy. There's just a generation gap between you and me, and I'm used to that. There's a there's a generation gap between me and basically everyone I interact with anymore.
Ah,
All my friends are dead. Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
death isn't the worst thing. I think you did. I think missing your car payment is pretty bad.
Oh yeah. Why? Luckily, I got someone to take care of that for me. Jill or one of the girls make sure that gets taken care of, so I can focus on the issues at hand, like children on airplanes, sitting in seats far away. Man, I just some things
It
that
breaks my heart when I see a couple, even just a couple, and they have different seats and and they're like, "Hey, can you sit over here and let my husband sit with me?" And I'm just like, "No way."
yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's not my job. The
Yeah,
airline should make that so that's the problem. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not moving. You think I'm going to give
Well,
up
you're moving.
an aisle seat? Get out of here, man. You're crazy.
It's just nonsense. It's insanity.
When I was a young senator, someone asked me that on a train, and I was so incensed I threw him off the train, the commuter train between Dover and
Oh,
Washington D.C.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He probably,
Wow.
if he survived, he probably didn't vote for me. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably true.
Wow. What limb?
Oh, uh, it's another expression. Maybe you don't go out on, like a tree limb.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna let you go because you're not you're not, you know what I mean?
I know
I mean,
exactly what you mean,
I
'cause
mean,
it is
you said a couple things that are probably incriminating, and we're gonna cut them out of but the live broadcast has already gone out, so yeah.
well, that would probably be a great I'd appreciate that. Need some more water.
President Joe Biden for the hour.
Talking
I'm
dries my
Jimmy
throat
Fallon.
out is when it sounds like
I
this.
bet. I bet. I give up.
You know, it's like, yeah,
Like water on your throat is so good.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
yeah. It cures what ails
Oh,
you. I've always said.
all right, Joe. All right.
Hey,
We'll
I want
talk
to
to you soon.
thank you so
What?
much for having me, Jimmy. It's just a real pleasure and a real honor to speak to you directly like this.
Wow. It's an honor for me to hear that it's been an honor, and I'm honored.
Well,
So,
then pass it forward. I'm re-honored by this
wow.
whole thing.
Better than being retarded, right?
Well, hey man, I don't think you can say that. I don't know what you're thinking there.
We'll cut it out. We'll cut everything out, and
Yeah, that's good. You can always edit these things, right?
we're gonna cut the whole thing out. Everything.
Oh, all right. You know what? Maybe sort of a baby with the bathwater situation, but probably better safe than sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Joe, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Jimmy. Aaron Gobra.
There I go, bro. Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye bye. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye bye.